pause button to catch up or take a break. Hello and welcome. Today we'll be using one-point perspective to make this picture what I call breaking space, because it's going to look like our piece of paper has broken up in lots of little pieces and it almost looks like it exploded or they're coming towards us. Using some basic shape, and the key element is line in this project. What you'll need is a blank piece of paper, a straight edge. It can be any thing with a straight edge, like a book or a notebook. I'm using this little notepad, but a ruler would be a really great tool. And then you need a pencil. For the purpose of this video and so you can see me, I'll be using just a Sharpie marker. Let's begin. First, you're going to need what we call the vanishing point, and you can put your vanishing point. It's where everything is going to be focused in our artwork. Your vanishing point can be anywhere, kind of more towards the center. I'm going to put mine down here, so it's still kind of in the center range. Next, what we're going to do is you're going to draw a variety of shapes, but the shapes are going to be all straight edge, so no circles. We're looking for more like diamonds, hexagons, and other intricate shapes. And it can be anywhere. We're going to start closest to our focal point, just kind of around. If you want to watch me first, just to get the idea of placement, you can. We want all our shapes to be straight edge, so I'm using my straight edge tool. And they don't have to be perfectly square, they can be any shape. See how I'm really making it kind of fun? Think about when we have glass and it breaks. They create all different shapes. I'm going to do another one right beside, right over here. Go, come along this way. I'm going to make that line extra long. There we go. Turn that into a triangle. If you'd like to give it a try, you can just make a bunch of shapes, all different sizes, using only a straight edge to create them. Your shapes may, go all different directions, be different sizes, and I'm going to show you my next shape, different things you can do. Do it right here. So, I'm going to have this shape have all different sides. I'm going to come across like this. This is going to be a pretty irregular shape, and that's okay. It's going to look really cool in our art piece. What I mean by irregular is it has a little indentation and it's not really recognizable as like a square or something, but that is totally fine as well. You're going to keep filling up this whole space with shapes, okay? Remember, they can be a variety of sizes and all different things. There's really no wrong way to do it. Just have fun. And I will see you back here in a little bit. All right, here is a page of many different random shapes. I'm going to point out a couple things to you. First off, here is your vanishing point, and notice there's a little bit of spacing between all of my shapes, okay? I even went to the edge of my paper and utilized that as a line of my shape. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to create our line work that makes it look that the shapes are kind of jumping at us or they're crashing from that point. That's what the breaking point is. This is going to look really cool. We're going to start connecting the shapes to the vanishing point that are closest. Right, so if you just want to watch me, here's what you're going to do. Every corner of your shape, or every point, every shape should have one, you're going to connect it to your vanishing point. Watch, please. So we're going from this corner to vanishing point. This corner, this is a corner right here, to the vanishing point, and to this point, just like that. It's gonna make it look really, really cool. We're not going to connect this corner because we don't want to go through our shape, okay? Next, we're gonna go to the next shape and connect the corners. There's one, there's two. We could talk about the other corners here, but I'm not going to connect them because they are behind my shape when I put my line there. Let's do one. We'll kind of keep going around. We're going to connect this odd shape here, this corner. I'm not going to draw it all the way through. It's going to be behind the next shape. So I'll show you. Just like that. Same with this next one. We're going to come to this one because it's the closest shape to the vanishing point. There we go. Connecting and connecting. All right. Here we're going to go back to this shape because it's kind of the next as we go around. But I want to point out as well, once again, we're not going to go all the way through. We're going to make it appear as if it's crashing and it's behind those other shapes. All right. Just to give you a better idea, I am going to color some of these shapes so you can see them. Alright, so if you would like, you can color your shapes, keeping inside your lines. That would be helpful for you to see because your line should never go through a shape. Alright, I'm going to show you on a couple more. Whoops, need my pen. Here we're connecting, again, all the corner points that can go through to the vanishing point. We don't want to intersect another shape. Let's do this big triangle right here. I'm going to draw my line. So this is kind of like an invisible line where you set up your straight edge. I'm going to draw the point to where it can go. Once it's behind something, then I'm going to stop and not draw it. This one, there's nothing in the way of that line, so I'm going to connect it. This point right here, it's already covered, so I'm not going to draw that line. same with this one right here, this point. It's already covered, so I'm not gonna draw that line. Let's move on to the next set of shapes. I'm gonna draw this one. Setting up my invisible line, doing a little bit there and there. That looks really cool. And now we're going to do the next one. There we go. My line was a little off, but that's okay. Awesome. I'm going to color in some more shapes so we can see the next round I'm going to do. This is just to help you. We'll be coloring it at the very end. But if it helps you see the shapes versus the lines, I really suggest you color all your shapes before doing the lines. Alright, you can color the shapes whatever color you want, and we will be talking about coloring the different spaces as well in a little bit. Let's continue making some lines, connecting all the corners once again to our vanishing point. There we go. Let's check this corner. Ooh, it actually would be drawn because you would still see it, even though it's a little bit narrow, it still needs to be drawn in there. Okay. So this one. There, see this? I wanted to do this on purpose to show you how confusing things can be. That's why we start with the shape closest to the focal point, not this one. Did you notice that there's an extra line there? That's okay, especially if you have a pencil, you can erase it, but I'm also going to color over it later. So let's go to the next shape. Looking pretty cool. Now I'm gonna just show you with color how that looks. That way again you can see it a little easier. I'm gonna be doing complementary colors because I think that's super fun, kind of the opposite. So the opposite of green is red. So I'm just gonna color this in so you're able to see it. You can choose whatever colors you want. We're just going to start with the green. Now, a way you can show depth or how deep something is, not only by our line direction, but with color. I'm going to show you this tip and trick you can do with your color to make it look like that piece is zooming and exploding at you. Near your vanishing point, you're going to color really, really dark. I'll do it on just a few of these so you can see the difference already. Pretty amazing. I'm slowly gonna get lighter and lighter on my pencil and fade that dark tone or value into our shape. This one over here is also gonna have it. It'll be towards the bottom near the vanishing point. Something else you can do is when a shape has like a crease or any line, you can go over the line really heavy. There you go. Really adds a lot of difference. I'm going to show you on the next color, which is blue, and the opposite or complementary color is orange. So you'll really see the difference. All right, so here you've seen a little bit of everything. We made shapes, Then we did our line direction, making sure that they don't overlap the shape that is closest to the vanishing point. And then we added color, and when we added color, we also showed value or definition and movement with the way they kind of burst out from that focal point. I showed you a little bit how I do everything. You can do all your shapes first, and if you'd like to color them first so it's easier to make your lines, you can. Or you can do it like this. I'm kind of doing it in sections, starting what's closest to my vanishing point and moving outward. Do what's best for you. You are the artist. And I'm just going to complete this so you can see what it looks like when it's all finished. I'll be working at the same type of way I've been doing it with my lines, then coloring. Awesome. Thanks for watching.